Hey, Richie. I
Hi.
looked for you. I didn't see you there. Oh, you were the guy that had the orange thing, the mat with on one side painted and one side here and something. Was that you?
There are a
Huh?
lot of Browns fans there.
There were a lot.
Lots,
I saw that too. Yeah, right. Yeah,
lots. But
They played good. They played good. But
it's a
listen,
fourth string quarterback.
what
They
it, two. He's been 2 weeks. He doesn't know he thought overthrew, but surprisingly they stayed in the game till the end. Pretty
they
much.
stayed in the game. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it was decent.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
My review is they were good until they were not good.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's
But
okay.
this one guy on the Rams, he's really good. That Puka Babuka or something.
Oh
Whatever his
yeah,
name is.
he got injured. The guy, did he?
Yeah, but he came back at the end. But
Oh, he did. Yeah, he
there's a
got
couple of
injured.
upsets. I see Philadelphia lost.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, did you?
So
So you enjoyed yourself? Then that's the main thing.
yeah, it
You
was
had a good
fun. It
time.
was fun. What I didn't
Hmm.
understand, it's very expensive to go to a game. It's crazy expensive.
I
The
know, I
place is
know.
full of Hispanics. I
Oh
don't
my
know. I
God.
don't know. The parking alone $75.
Oh yeah, my goodness. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You got to be a rich man or steal or something like
there were
that.
70,000 people there. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, nice stadium, I guess. Huh? I've never been there
Oh,
before.
beautiful! It's really
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
indoor. It's you're indoors, so it's
Oh. So it was comfortable. Wasn't cold then, huh?
no, not at all. Not it has a glass ceiling, so it looks
Oh,
like it's light outside, but you're actually
oh.
inside.
So if it rains, you don't feel it at all, huh?
No. The guy who owns the team, the guy who owns the thing, he's this guy Kroenke. Is Sam Walton's son-in-law.
Oh, is that really? Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
he married well.
Oh, he must have a Jewish heart or something. You don't know what to do.
Somebody once said that Sam Walton's wife was Jewish. That her father,
Really?
he's the one that owned all these little five and dime stores in the
Uh-huh.
South, and that's how Walton got going by marrying this woman who had
Oh,
experience with the stores.
oh,
It's
okay.
a myth. I don't know if it's true or not.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. I have the thing. I once met J.C. Penney himself, the old man,
Oh, no way.
years ago. I went.
He
He
lived to
came
be
to
very old. He lived for maybe
he,
100, I think.
something like that. Very old, but
Where'd you meet him?
he had the stockholder meeting was in Seattle one time, and I used to sell pennies a lot of stuff. Or my company
Yeah.
did. I did. Well, I used to sell sleep bags, and my father used to sell them. So I went up to him and met him and said, "Oh, check this out." Yeah, he was gracious. He was a gracious man.
Wow,
But
interesting.
yeah, that's my
Wow.
connection to another
Lamed
story.
Aleph,
Okay, yeah, Lamed. Okay, yeah.
Lamed Aleph 31 Mishnah. Shnei Kadorim, two people carrying pots. Shayu Mahalchin Zachar Zeh. They were walking in single file, one after another. Vinit Kalarishon V'nafal. The first guy tripped, fell. Vinit Kalasheni Barishon. The second guy tripped over the first guy. Harishon Chayv V'niske Sheni. The guy who tripped in the front is chayv to pay for the damages for the second guy. Don't say that the Mishnah is only Rab Meir Dama Niskal Poshehu v'chayiv. He's the one who said that somebody who trips is negligent and chayiv. Elafil Rabbanan Damri Anusu Upotter. The Rabbanan who say that somebody who trips is an anus and is generally potter hacha chayiv. Shahaylo la'amad v'lo amad. The first guy, instead of lying in the street like that, should have gotten up. He didn't get up. So that makes him negligent in this case. Even if he didn't have the ability to get up. He should have warned the guy behind him. I'm here. He didn't warn him. that he doesn't agree. If the guy couldn't get up, lo hayel lazer, we don't make him responsible for not warning the Torah. He was trying to get up. He's busy. Tanah. Hayabal kara rishon. Ubal chavis achron. You have a person walking in the street with a beam, and the guy behind him has a barrel of wine. And the barrel of wine is broken by the beam. Potter, the owner of the beam is Potter. If they were just both walking, because the guy should have protected his barrel, and they both have the permission to be there. However, if suddenly, if the guy carrying the beam suddenly stops, so he caused the barrel to break, he's chayv. And what kind of stopping? My lab, sha'amad lekosef. He stopped just to adjust the load. The urchahu. That's in the normal way of walking. No negligence. Even so, ktani chayv. Because the havale lahazir, he has to yell out and warn the guy behind him, oh, I'm about to stop. He didn't. So that's a proof of Nachman. This is low. Kisha amud lafush. He didn't stop to adjust his load. He stopped to rest. The guy behind him didn't know that. That's why he's high. So, aval amud lakosef mai. So what are you going to say? That if he stopped for a minute to adjust the load, potter? That doesn't make sense. Adatani seifa. Why do we wait for the seifa to say the im omer lo balabayis amod? If the bal chavis, if the one who carries the beam said to the one who carrying the barrel, stop, potter, but liflog v'lis nebedidei. It should have made the argument initially. When do we say is chayiv? If he stopped to rest, aval amad lekosef. But if he stopped just to adjust the load, potter. So the Gemara says hakamashblan the afal gavsha amad lafush. Even though he's resting, ki kamen labal chavis amad potter. Even though that's not the normal thing to do in the Rosh Hashanah to stop. We're taught the Chiddush that even if he did that, if he yells out, stop, he would be potter. Toshma. Hakadorim v'hazagzogim. The kadar is a potter. A zagzag, I think, is a carpenter. One was walking after another. Nitkal Arishon v'nafel. First guy fell. He tripped and fell. Nitkal Hasheni barishon. Second guy slipped, trips over the first guy. Vashlishi basheni. The third guy trips over the second guy. Rishon chayiv b'niskei sheni. The guy who fell first is chayiv to pay for the damages that happened to the second guy. V'sheni chayiv b'niskei shlishi. V'machmas rishon nafli. If all three of them fell because of the first guy, Rishon Chai B'Niskei Kulam. The first guy has to pay for everybody. V'mizhiru zed zeb turim. If they each warned each other, they're all potter. And my love shaloy alein lamad. And we're setting up the case where they didn't have the opportunity to get up from when they fell. Even so, they're chayiv if they didn't warn. And that's like Rav Nachman. Lo, shahaya lehen lama. They had time to get up. So what? And that's why they're chayiv. Avaloya lehem lama my potter. So if they didn't have time to get up, would they be potter ihachi? Why did you wait till the Seifa? Adatani Seifa im hiziru zed potur. Why did you wait and say, oh, if they warned each other, they're potter? You should have said immediately, live flog velicity, but med varma and lamoy. You know why they're chayiv? Because they didn't have the chance to get up. Avaloyal and lamad, if they didn't have the chance to get up to it. Hakamash one the afagav the haylan laamoy. Chiddush is, even though they had the ability to get up. Ki hiziru zed zep to him. If they warn each other, they're potter. Amar Rab. Rishon Chai ben Izkesheni. The first guy who tripped, and the second guy trips over him. So the first guy's Chai for the damages of the shame. Bain ben Izke Gufo. Bain ben Izke Mamon. Whether or not the Shani tripped over the body of the first guy, or whether the second guy tripped over the kalim of the first guy. The Shani, though, is Chai v'niske shlishi rak v'niske gufo. If the third guy tripped over the body of the second guy, the Shani is Chai. Avalo v'niske mamono. If the third guy tripped over the kalim of the second guy, he would be potter. Now, Mimonavshach, the Gemara doesn't understand. Init kal poshehu. If when a person trips, he's negligent. So sheni nami l'chayiv. The second person who slipped should be chayiv to pay for everything. Whether if the third guy got damaged by his body or his kelim. The init kalav poshehu. If you when you trip, you're not considered negligent. I feel the Rishon Amili potter. The first guy should be potter too. So the one says Rishon Vade Posher. The one who fell first is Posher. So he's chayav for any damages done by his body or by his kelim. Sue? Yeah. Can you find my jacket, my corduroy? I have no idea. Yes. Sheni Agufa Machayev. The Sheni is responsible if the third guy tripped over his body. He should have been able to stand up. He didn't. But if the third guy tripped over the kalim of the second guy, potter. The Amar the second guy can say, "Hi, Bira Lavana Kris. I didn't dig this bore. The reason I fell and my kalim fell is because I tripped over the first guy." Meisvei. So in a Baraisa it says, "Kulan Chayavin al Nizge Gufan." All of these sequential people are chayav for damages done by their body. Turn on this kemamon, but they're potter if their kalim did damage. My love, afilu risha. So he's also going to be potter for his kalim. That's a kashan rava. Lo lebarmi risha. When we say kulan, it excludes the first guy. Freit gemor val kulam ktani. That means everybody. Amravada barava, kulan means kolan izokin, those that were damaged. The Rishon is the mazik. He's not the kulan. So where's the high mai? That doesn't make sense. Iyamri pishlama, afilu Rishon. If the kulan includes the Rishon, hainu diktani kulan. Eli iyamrit labarmi Rishon, my kulan. Lisni hanizokin. You should say those that were damaged are chayiv for damage caused by their body, but not by their kelim. Ella, we have to explain the sugya completely differently. Not like I learned previously. Amar Rava. Rishon chayiv, bein benizke gufo, the sheni, bein denizke memona shel sheni. A whole different shot. that the Rishon has to pay for the damages that happen to the body of the second and to the kelim of the second. Sheni chai beniske shlishi beniske gufo, avalo beniske mamono. The second guy is responsible to pay if the third guy's goof got injured, but not if the third guy's kelim got injured. Now, my time.
Ernie, I just want to ask you, Shaila. This is what's the problem here with Anos Rahman Patre? The guy's an Anos. He fell in a pothole, landed up in the middle of the street. The next guy's walking behind him, trips over him, hurts himself. So why is he?
So he says, "So machlokas for Meir and the Chachamim, whether a person who trips is considered negligent or not." Rav Meir holds you're not honest. You're negligent. You should have seen where you were walking, and you shouldn't have tripped. The Chachamim agree with you and says honest Rachmana Patre.
Well, how do we pass it? By the way, because you have this whole Shakla Vataria and the Gemara. It's like
we discussed. We hang on.
It's a chain reaction here because you high for
know,
the.
But we mentioned how we paskin. Hang on.
Okay.
In American law, if the second guy bangs into the first guy, if he stops settling the first guy, the second guy is higher because he should have.
Nitkal, we paskin. The Shulchan Aruch and the Rambam says, Misha hayakad biyado. Somebody was walking with a jug. V'nitkal, he tripped. V'nishbar hakad, and the jug breaks. Potter miniske hakad. Lefisha nitkal eino nechshav keposhea. We paskin not like Rav Meir, but like the Chachamim, that a person who trips is not a poshea. And therefore he's potter. Now, if he had the ability to remove the pieces and he didn't, he's chayiv b'din shamayim, but not in Beis Din.
He's responsible but not culpable. Okay.
Correct. Well, he's got responsibility b'din shamayim,
but he's not
dinei mamonos, not dinei mamonos.
He's not culpable.
So we hold that if
still doesn't
trips, it's an honest and he's potter. But
that doesn't talk about Niske Guf. It talks about.
I'm gonna give that's you asked me about the general rule, but if you trip, are you a poshe or not? We paskin that you're not a poshe. Now we're gonna see what the psak is regarding this. But you notice we switched completely how we explained. First, we were explaining about the goof and the kelim in a different way. But because of the kasha the Gemara asked, Rava now explains, Rishon chayiv bein beniske gufo shosheni bein beniske memona shosheni. The first guy trips. The first guy is responsible for damages done to the second guy's body or to the second guy's kelim. Now a third guy trips over the sheni. The sheni is chayiv beniske shlishi beniske gufo. If the third person broke his arm, which is a niske haguf, the sheni is chayiv for that. But if the third guy damaged his kelim, the second guy is not responsible for that. My time.
By the way, Elazar, this is not the same law as in American law. American law, the first guy who plows into the second guy, the second guy plows into the first guy, is chayiv to the first guy. The third guy who plows into him is chayev to the second guy.
Right, that's right. Because he should have been separated.
Yeah, but it's not exactly like the Gemara. Okay, sorry.
Not like the Gemara.
So my timer, the Havale, because when he fell and his body is lying in the street as an obstacle, he becomes like a boar. The second guy is going to be potter to pay for damages to the kelim to the third guy because he's considered like a boar. So Hanich L'dash Shmuel, Do'amar Kol Takola, Bor. Shmuel holds that when a human being does damage in Rishus HaRabbi, it's midin bor. And we know you're only chayiv bor adam v'lo kelim. Ela l'Rav she'amar, Rav says differently. I afkarei, if a person dropped something Rishus HaRabbi and was mafkarid he agrees. It has the din of bor. Lo, if he didn't mafkir it, lo. So according to Rav Michael Amema, the person who fell didn't mafkir his body. So according to Rav, he shouldn't be like bor, to pater the damages to the kalim of the third guy. So lo oilam kishamar miikara. So we go back to the way we first explained, the way Rava dealt with the issue of Niske Gufa Mamono, that are related to the maziks, whether his body is doing the damage or his kalim are doing damage. And then why did we switch from that? Udekashalach kulon chayavin, and we said kulon can't refer to the Rishon. Tirgum Ravada Bar Menyumi Kamed Ravina Shehusku Kalim Bekalim. That means the second guy's kalim got damaged by the kalim of the first guy, not because of the body of the first guy. Those broken kalim are certainly in the category of bor, which is going to be pater to pay for damages to kalim. Amar Mar, Imach Masrisha Naflu, if the second guy, third guy, fourth guy, if they all got damaged because of the first guy, Rishon Chayv is Kekula. Now, how is it going to be that the first guy caused damage to everybody? He fell, and his body is 3 feet long, and the road is 3 feet long, and his length is filling the full road. And everyone is tripping over him. Razvid Amr Kechutra de Samyusa. Or like a blind person's stick, which fell in a diagonal way, but also shut off the whole road. So they all tripped over him. So the halacha is like this. Hayu anoshim malchim b'derech. And they're carrying a burden. The nafal arishon l'rochav aderech. The first guy falls and he's blocking the whole street. V'nitkilu acherim b'chalokim shonim b'gufo. They each trip over a different part of his body. One over his leg, one over his belly, one over his head. Harehu chai b'niskei kula. Im haya yachol lamad v'lo amad. If he could have got up, he didn't get up. He's chai for everybody. Because of Aramah, sheyesh oimrim shedavka im nafal arishon balachsoi. You have to fall diagonally. Okay.
If not, it would be considered drama. If the fourth guy did not have any contact with the first guy, and only with the third guy, the first guy would initially he would cause it, but he's just a grumma, and a grumma's punter, right? But the fact that he said they all tripped over the first guy, that made him chayev. But correct. If they hadn't, if they went all the way,
then we're going to go like we've been learning. If the third tripped over the second, then the second will be chayev. Right. But only for niskei gufa, not niskei kelim.
Yeah.
Okay.